Oh yeah,
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer.
I kicked that
Week
bit
10
wrong.
of the NFL season is here,
out.
and we're underway on EA Sports.
It's on rookie.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Oh, we heard what you said. It don't matter. Yeah, that bit was on rookie, son. What you was doing, me, nigga? I was in front of that shit the whole time. Wow. Oh, he took that fucking sack. Me, Darren, Will, KJ. What KJ? It was a 3-on-3. Yeah. Yeah, I had to fix that shit. I'm finna start searching. Oh, Darren Sickers, I appreciate you, son, saying that about me. He said I was the #1 Madden player in the nation. Yeah, he just telling me that. Yeah, I'm searching though. Yeah, I like when I was about to kick the ball, I was like, they be going way too slow. I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me. Hey, don't be cursing in my comments. I don't know what you're doing. Jump in the stands, no man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. Kicking from my string, bro. I do what I want. They do what they got it on, smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard. I know you're a fan, right? You're good. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. Trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I'm laying down, son. I'm cool.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
There's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd down, Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Whoa.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I need a hit stick touch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
No, it's not that. I'm trying to cook that bitch right so they can lay. See, like, he just did it again.
Moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he faked it with a joke. Now he's got some room.
Oh, get his ass.
20, 10, touchdown, Washington. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
That fucking strip phone was I got away from him.
And you saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here we go. Ted Lobo. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line, 75 yards. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Like, it glitches out. And it just don't click hard enough, and then it be,
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
In this spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Ringo. Coming in. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning.
He came from the right side?
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. I'm trying to get my phone off the charger. Nigga just played there a pussy. No. Behind a 9th grade girl. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Ready up. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. On second down, here's Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw.
He's holding it, man. He can't even get out his route, man. Because the dude was like, he was stuck.
Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
To the left.
So from their own end zone, here this kicks away. And take it right on the 30.
Chill now.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Mitch Trubisky, an early touchdown pass in that one. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. First down and much more.
Oh, they got
and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
No dude, nigga, swearing that bitch.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
It would have been 14 in my fucking seat with me. Yeah.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They shot off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Ready. 25.
Tiny's on Ringo. Wait.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
What the
fuck? That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
No, because I try to hit
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And like, I got stuck, like, you got stuck and makes you know. Before it would have been
extra point, and the lead is now 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On third down, Fournette.
Damn,
they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And able to connect with Berrios. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Let's see, I want him to go in. That's all I want. You ain't getting no outside.
8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston.
Ooh, nice.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, Charlie! You better be ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I should just stay laying down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. They run again on first down.
Wait. Why did we run? No, I didn't click. Oh, they didn't switch him.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started.
I was on a line, son, and then
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh no.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm trying to click my plays and this bit not working.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the
my
better
player.
linebackers at reading
Oh
the
my
play
God.
and flowing to make
I got
the
stuck
stop
on the
before it
line.
turns into something big.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Shit. You had a nigga delayed the whole fucking time.
Now Winston on fourth down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
I thought a
and
low-key
he gets
bait
us
that bitch.
inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From the red zone now, Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Remember, last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game. Me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. That brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Like, it would not let me throw the ball. Why you didn't, like, I stood there. I was not trying to move over. I clicked the button. I was trying to do it to
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach.
I'm not. It's always.